Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening,
Hello, good
everyone.
evening, everyone, to the final showdown in the Valorant Rumble Royale tournament. So here we have my partner Nashi, and I am Meep. So Nash, could you
Yes.
explain what exactly are the rules for this Rumble Royale's Valorant showdown?
So this Rumble Royale is a interesting showdown because it has a twist, right? So what are the twists? The twists are that the maps will be randomized. All of the maps that are available in the game, right? So it's not just the competitive maps. It could either be the maps that are out of the map pool, and that also includes the agents, which are also randomized by Mr. CEO here from our productions, and the sides of each teams will be based on a coin flip. So it would be really interesting to see, you know, players out of their comfort zone with their agent picks. What do you
So
think? What do you think?
I think this is actually like one of the what do you call that? One of the more interesting twists in a tournament as it actually tests each of the team's compositions and how they play exactly as a team because with random selections we don't exactly know the team comp of ours and at the same time the enemies. So it's really a 50-50 and at the same time it's your choice or your own incursion on how you're going to flip that side. So it's a good twist to a tournament and it's the games before were actually really interesting as it forced of a lot of different teams to go out and do something new. Like we
Yeah, yeah,
offensive teams go in the defensive. We go see defensive teams going in the offensive as it really depends on what exactly teams
yeah.
you get and what exactly map you're comfortable with. So it's actually a very interesting turn of events in this tournament. And as we boil it down to the finals, the final two teams who have adjusted their playstyle, who have adjusted everything they have learned in Valorant in order to make sure they secure their spot in the finals.
And a lot of them had to adapt to each of the new agents or some of the agents because you know all of these teams, right? They all have their specific agent roles, but now with the twist, we've seen like interesting matches earlier where teams were having difficult times because they didn't have the composition in mind that they planned. So they had like no smokes, they had no initiators, or like some teams had three sentis. So it's really wild to see uh, the craziness this twist can have in the games.
You know what's really interesting? I actually noticed a lot of Astras in this game and how they utilize Astras is it's kind of goofy and at the same time it's like so strategically well done to the point where they can secure a round. So I feel like an Astra pick would be a big how do you say this? A big advantage? Not advantage. Big opportunity for teams to make big plays to make their
Yeah,
team work,
yeah, yeah,
especially in
yeah.
the different maps that are going to be played. So speaking of, we actually have our first look here
First
in the
map.
grand itself. First
Yeah,
map
first map.
being
Pearl.
Pearl. Oh,
We're seeing
personally,
some.
how do you think about Pearl?
Um, it, for me, honestly, I like the map. I like the map, and the team comps we're seeing right now. It's really interesting because we both have. Oh wait, the GSC has three smokes compared to
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
Astra and a Viper. That posed to be a really difficult challenge, considering that GSC only has one entry. they could rely on their Omen to make shift with their Omen Yoru TP tandem, while team, you know, Legion can occur some really big damage with the Phoenix Yoru comp. So what do
So
you think with this matchup?
right now, what I'm actually seeing is that Yero actually pulled off the Astra in this pick. So Astra is actually one of the, as previously mentioned, I feel like
Yeah,
she is
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the more broken agents who are going to be like shining in this tournament. And considering that the other team, T2 GSC, has 3 smokes, they have to
Yeah.
utilize Omen as a more offensive type of entry, probably. That's what I'm thinking of right now. And right now, neither team actually has the advantage, as there's a lot of disadvantages in both sides.
Yeah, both sides. They're using agents that, yeah, I'm familiar with some of these players, and they're using agents that I have not seen them play when watching them play. So it's really it would be really interesting to see how they would adopt, in game. And we're seeing aggress by GSC,
Toxins going up.
and they did a fast push. It's a really aggressive style we're seeing right now. Like Betsin is already placed in.
They're actually trying to cover as much possible placements as they can. They're
Yeah.
being offensive and at the same time trying to be offensive. Here we can see the fade! The fade!
One enemy remaining.
God,
GSC
Lost- oh my
Soul
God,
and
GSC.
Betsin, holy.
I wasn't even able to process what just happened because I was actually just looking at the map, seeing the
Yeah.
seeing their placement. They cleared every corner around that area and they secured the win with that advantage. So actually GSC played that really well. They played very offensively at the start there. They played off defense at the second point once the spike was. So actually such a good run from them.
They went. All of them went back to A main, and they were just holding because they already planted the spike really fast. So it was just a matter of time because they knew like their composition is, they cannot like rely on a lot of utilities. They only have like Yoru for entry, which he has to TP, so it's kind of a big risk move. And then, but we also have an Omen to cover him up. So we see like Soul covering each other's bases with the KJ, covering each other's spaces behind them, and they were able to take that site, confidently, no problem whatsoever. So a really strong first round from GSC, and we'll see how Jewel will respond in their save round in the second round.
I do feel like that in that round the defense team didn't really have that much util to play around, considering the fact
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had like, zero vision of the site. So that was actually pretty interesting to watch as they were actually like struggling to get into the site. And we even
I
saw
mean,
the Faker get
yeah.
pushed up, and it was a series of events that happened too fast, and I didn't even know it was. I didn't have time to process it, and it actually.
I mean, what
such a
can you
well
even do?
played-
What can you even do, bro? It's like three smokes. They just they just went inside all of them. It's like, oh, we have all these smokes. You can just force it.
Actually, but I do
Compared,
feel like
yeah,
their counterplay would be flashy. As they have 2 flashers, which was
Yeah.
Phoenix and Yoru. So I feel like their counterplay there would be going into the site, try
Our fight
to secure
still waiting.
corners. Oh, now they're
Oh, but yeah, now they're playing
Spike
aggressive
down
too with
A.
a fast,
Bully them
aggressive
in.
play.
ultimate.
You know, GSC was, yeah, GSC did not see that coming whatsoever.
Although
They did not see
had
that whatsoever.
they had a switch of strategy there, but it ultimately turns out that they got punished by it. So here
Yeah.
we see Mitsu and the Phoenix just standing
One
side by
enemy
side,
remaining.
and
Free
Phoenix
kill.
gets popped off. Nalu, no. Now
Yaru,
Yaru's
no, one before.
Yaru's
Yeah.
left on his own, and he is on the Astra pick, so he could play. He only has 1 star available. The Omen pass by, and
Nixu
gets
getting the 4K. It was, I don't know what went wrong, but they only got one shot. Like if they've gotten two, it would have been a good eco round for them,
through.
for Jewel. But it was an interesting idea that they went for Gris this time around, because yeah, as we like, I mean, even I didn't expect like for them to counter their aggression with aggression. So
This is what we
it
mean
caught them
by,
off guard. I don't know.
yeah, exactly. This is what we mean by these teams have to play differently with their team comp. So they went from the
Yeah.
defensive to the offensive and gets a pick. Nalu gets a pick off Soul right there on the B long. That's actually a pretty good pick, considering the fact that they are down by a lot, but it's not too late for their team to make a comeback.
I
As of
mean,
now,
GSC is going for a slow peak. Yeah,
yeah, now they're going
they're
for
going really slow.
Cutting through.
I feel like the pick on
They're waiting
Soul-
for their, yeah, they're waiting for their Yoru to make a play, but you know, all of the other teams, like all of their players, are already in arc. So now that they've got inside, it's just a matter of making
Now
space, holding their angle.
Oh, that's it. And the Yoru is trying to make a play here. Oh no! Intel Giga Chad!
Intel Giga Chat, unfortunately.
Oh, Yero gets headshotted by Deadlock, but there's a trade that happened there
2v3.
with Venom and Deadlock.
One enemy
Nice,
remaining.
winnable. That's in with a huge flank, getting the kill on Venom. Venom now left all alone, 1v3, and is unable to do anything. Another round goes to GSC. It was their bonus round. It's their bonus round, and wow,
They countered attack.
yeah,
But
surpri-
they had the
yeah.
advantage there with Nello actually getting an early pick on the feed. Was that a finish? I think that was a Yoru. So confusing.
Nalo got the first kill on GSC Soul. In middle, yeah.
That's okay. I'm so sorry.
Oh, this is a good read from GSC. Jewel has no info that they all went A. Deadlock is now just playing for time for GSC to push. He gets one. It's a huge Giga Chad mind game from Deadlock. As
So-
now GSC has taken site all by themselves.
It has been a turnaround where GSC plays on the defensive
Catch them.
and the
No
other team
charges.
going for the offensive.
Bring
So
them down.
it was actually a good switch around since they got
Yeah.
actually, their smoker down, but it doesn't matter because they have 2 other smokers.
GSC just showing that they have what it takes to adapt in this, you know,
Last
like
player
mid
standing.
rounds. I really wonder if Jewel is able to find an answer to the onslaught they're experiencing by the hands of GSC. I find it like really difficult for Jewel to make a play, considering that they only have
Placing alarm
Fade
bot.
to rely for their info, and you know, there's not much they can do to get info, because post plant situations, it's kind of difficult for them to do retakes with just a Fade as their initiator.
And with how many smokes that GSC
Yeah.
That's done.
output isn't really Soul popping off there, getting double kill, but Yero responds back.
Yeah.
Welcome to
What a
my
response from
world.
Arrow. It's even out, and now Deadlock with the ult. And he gets the kill on Yarrow. Now they're all Jewel in
Last
situation
player
with Intel
standing.
Chad very low.
One enemy remaining.
Venom now 1v1. It's just a matter of who has the better game sense. And Venom!
Venom!
Wow!
Venom gets the win for Jewel in that round. So right now we are seeing Jewel playing different strategies, trying to adapt what GSC has in store. So GSC has been playing pretty offensive during the past few rounds, but Jewel has adapted each of those strategies. They've tried different strategies from being defensive, offensive, and
I need a
ultimately
drop.
playing both offensive and defensive, which
Yeah,
led
yeah.
them to win. So that's actually really nice from adapting.
Yeah, they weren't afraid to push, like even if GSC already took sight, so that absolutely gave them the
Watch
round.
your eyes!
That's just
And Melo
ooh, crispy. That scene very crispy. Yaru, surprisingly, oh, just a stinger.
Off coming back.
But you know, what do you do with
One enemy
Phantom?
remaining. Spike down B.
That's one
Placing
pick on
swarm
Minty
grenade.
right there. So now we have Venom left to try and take over sight once more. Venom has been Venom has been
Spike
Venom just
planted.
making circles right now, left all alone in a virtually impossible 1v3 scenario.
everything is possible with
I
Venom.
mean, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Everything is possible if Venom wants to make a play, but I think he's just gonna opt for the save in this round, considering that they had to force that round. So, but Nyx is just on the hunt. Yeah, they don't want them to save.
He is hungry for that
Hungry for
kill.
that kill.
But Venom really trying to play defensively, trying to save his Vandal.
Soul.
Oh, Soul is overextending, and Soul gets the pick on Venom. Venom's attempts, unfortunately, does not pay off.
Unfortunately.
So right now, GSC has big advantage. Their money. So
Yeah, they really have a rich economy now, so they can just they can even troll in this round if they wanted to. But from what I'm seeing, they're just playing hard down to their core T-Rex style.
So, for seeing right now, Jewel is and Intel GigaChad gets the pick on Betsy.
Yoru
right
versus
now-
Yoru.
It's a good pick for them to actually adjust their play,
Yeah.
the info. So that was actually pretty good info that they were going A. So you can see them
Yeah.
slowly. Oh,
Also, GSC doesn't have any entries anymore, but because now Intel GigaChat just got 2 huge kills for Jewel, and unless Minty and Nixu can provide like smokes that maybe that can fool Jewel, still a winnable round, but I think Jewel has this in the bag if they just
Last
don't
player standing.
control throw.
Spike down mid.
Because now we're just seeing Intel GigaChat popping off.
Intel GigaChad being a GigaChad right now. He's talking in,
He's just mewing on them.
30 seconds left.
showing them why he's the GigaChad, and Nalu gets the final pick on Soul. So Nalu actually there, correct me if I'm wrong, actually got 2 picks during that match. So it was Nalu and Intel GigaChad on the offense.
Yeah.
Which was a good call from them since both of them have flashes and both of them have engages in trying to secure the kills. And
Juggy might be.
the phase
Yeah.
info was actually pretty useful there in the mid, considering that they didn't actually know where they were going after the pick on the Yoru on A.
Yeah.
So that was good info from Trade right there. So now
I mean,
we're
Joggy might be struggling to kills, but what's important is the new kills, so
Here we see Intel Giga Chad on the first blood on round 8.
I need to stop. Pulling them in.
Right now, trying to set up for
Placing
the
swamp grenade.
Oh, but now, yeah, Jay Joggy with the first kill on Nixu. GSC now 3v4, man advantage for Jewel. So Jewel just playing it smart now. They're not over peeking. They're not like, you know, they're letting their man advantage take the round. Let GSC find their groove, go to site, and then they can just retake whatever because they have the man advantage. You know, we can see the Phoenix just waiting for a rotate, but GSC doesn't seem to be wavered by the man advantage.
Oh, Jay
down
Joggy! Crazy right there. He gets double picks and secured by Yeru over there. So their strategy is actually really nice. From what I'm picking up, Intel Giga Chad is actually trying to get at least a pick, and with
Heading
that
to
pick,
the
he
above.
gathers info of where they are, whether they're committing or not, and ultimately, Jewel adjusts to Intel Giga Chad's place right there. So it was really nice play
Time
from
to work.
Jewel over there.
Yeah. Joggy was just holding down that line all by himself.
Don't get in my
Every
way.
man for himself. And Venom, what is interesting, this has to put GSC on a bind because they don't want to push this like
You should run.
nonchalantly. They don't want to be pushing this like
Oh, but so
without a
counteract
strat.
with
Yeah,
the
but solving the
lockdown over there.
counteract will allow for them
Where are
to
you?
take sight because Venom has to back off, obviously.
Blasting them.
And now GSC with the aggressive push already in sight.
Oh, Joggy gets the pick on Benson right over here.
They're just swing by.
Oh!
Last player standing.
Caught them off guard. And Minty closing out the round with a 2K. Huge play.
So GSC actually counter-attacked their,
Yeah, dude.
their strategy over there, their method.
Dude. Deadlock went to Arts
Placing alarm box.
and caught, you know, Jewel, Nala, and Yeru off guard, and they were just popped on.
They were caught
Deadlock was,
lacking.
yeah, they were caught lacking. Deadlock
They were
just
not.
was
they were
like,
not
yo, bro, I'm here, you know. You have to be aware.
Okay, so Nalu gets picked on, but Intel Giga Chad ultimately trades that with Betsun right there.
Still a man
Takes on
advantage
Big
for
Doggy
GSC.
there.
Still a man advantage for GSC, and now they're doing a fast rotate to B, but they don't know that the Astra is still
Placing swarm grenade.
watching around the lurk, but Venom. Deadlock. Getting the kill with
Spike
Deadlock.
planted.
I'll handle
Now
this.
GSC's put in a bind spot because now we have 3 players
I
from
need
Jewel
backup.
trying to proactively get info there.
Prepare for hell,
Right now.
I'm back.
And
Oh,
but
gets
Soul.
picked off. Oh,
Wow.
ult from Brimstone over there, trying to cut off long. Now,
Jewel can
our
still get
Jewel-
this round, but the positioning of
Ultimate.
GSC is
One
just,
enemy remaining.
just difficult to clear.
Oh, we can see. Oh, Yeru gets
Nixu!
stunned.
Nixu with a TP. What a play from Nixu. Bro just decided to TP behind.
Yeru was not expecting that behind. Unfortunately. Jewel
Wow.
actually almost had that round, but GSC actually ultimately adapted to it. So it's actually a close play by Jewel over there. But Jewel
Yeah,
is
yeah.
actually doing strategies that make GSC work for that side.
I mean, yeah, they had a strat, but I just, you know, I think it
them
all went
down.
wrong because for once they have Yarrow on the flag, so they could have like
Find you.
inserted their attack.
Oh!
And
The
Joggy.
stun! Joggy, no!
Missing the info.
Oh, and
Nixu
Intel
getting now the
getting
kill
the
on
tag
Intel
gets
Chat.
Now Nixu is playing pretty offensively over here, not knowing that the Astra is actually still on site. Yeru trying to make a.
Now they're just playing for info.
They don't know
Jewel
that
is just falling for the bait.
other
Yeah.
team are like on the
Spike
other
planted.
side. So now
Oh,
we
you
get
ain't
to
coming
pick
back.
up
Oh,
Oh.
no. 3v4 GSC. Man,
Oh no! Oh,
oh
Last player standing.
no! Ah.
Oh,
Yara now left in a 1v2. Still winnable for him. But he doesn't know that Nixu just got close, and Nixu closing out the round. Yara was just not aware of Nixu's position in the smoke.
Last round before the switch.
Unfortunately, he could not do anything. GSC really is showing like their strong, strats and their adaptation to this comp. Considering this is a randomized comp.
it's pretty hard to adjust to GS strats here, considering the fact GSC really likes to play aggressive.
Rise and,
And
bring
even
glory.
if they feel like they're playing defensive, they're on the offensive and at the
That
same
should
time,
wait.
as seen in the art incident. Oh, but now
Spike
gets double
down,
hit.
B.
Minty and Nixu
Wow.
goes down.
That was crucial.
Oh, yeah, they're on deadlock.
That was a very good first pick from Nalu, getting the first 2 kills.
Oh, now
But
they get
he had that ego, and unfortunately Vincent just closes it. And
he tried to play offensively.
Got one.
ooh,
Oh,
GST
yes,
sold
the
with a
op
nasty
shot.
flick. Yeah, nasty op shot. Wow,
Who's
Going for the
next?
flank right now.
this is a huge play from Intel Giga Chad. No, actually for both of them, Venom and Intel Giga Chad, but Soul had the alarm bot, so he has a bit of info that both of them are flanking, or could either be one of them.
Spike
It's actually pretty
planted.
hard for Jewel to actually make a play here.
Yeah,
Considering
considering
the fact
that, yeah.
With a
Turret
Sentinel in
destroyed.
their team right now, so they have info. They could have info of where they are.
One enemy remaining.
Hit the shot on Intel Giga
Wrong
Chad.
side, wrong side. Venom now all left by himself.
One enemy
Other side,
remaining.
Venom is
Impossible
left
situation.
open. The kill from
Venom.
Oh! Soul puts down the lockdown. Putting Venom in a vulnerable spot,
Switching sides.
taking him by surprise, and gets shot by an operator from Soul himself, taking the
We're-
Soul out of his body.
We're seeing glimpses of EDG Kang Kang in how GSC Soul plays. Considered the best offer in the world, and we're seeing GSC Soul, showing glimpses of the champions MVP Kang Kang. Wow.
Right now, there is a
Placing
switch. We are now moving on to
Halftime. 9-3, but it's a 9-3. It could be a 9-3 curse. Could be a 9-3 curse.
You believe in that curse? I believe
mean-
that it's hard to this day.
I mean, they don't really need a Sentinel because Jewel has a comp that's mostly based on their attack side. If you, and they don't have, they don't need a Sentinel for this round. They have both duelists that can make space.
That's him playing really aggressive there in mid, but gets both off. They're trying to make a move here
Bring them down.
by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Dog is trying to get some info of where they are. The dog.
What?
Oh, the blind
Spike down
shot
A.
by Deathlock.
With the
Now
smoke?
Venom. Oh,
Yo, that's nasty, man.
we can
Wow.
see the ultimate defense of. Oh, good job. He gets the kill on Betson. But you can
Where are
GSC's ultimate defensive.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and Nixu gets off guarded
Obscuring
by Intel Giga Chad. They're
Yeah.
starting to pick them off one by one, moving into sight. They actually turned around this round, pretty easily.
Yeah,
By the looks of
it's
it.
now to their advantage.
Now it's
3v1.
Soul left on his own. Soul trying to see anything.
Can he be the hero for GSC? And in 1v3 situation. And unfortunately, Giga Chad
Shows him
Close
why
enough.
Giga Chad starts mewing over his poster.
GSC Soul was just unable to devour the
1
aura
second,
that
peeps. I gotta visit the Astro to
Giga
play
Chad
some
was
stars.
Joe
showing.
actually had a pretty good turnaround there. They were in a 3v5 disadvantage, but they picked them
Yeah.
up one by one. It was a great counter, great adaptation from Joel there.
Yeah, they had them like, I don't know, they were baiting them,
Need that back.
like trying to make them think that they were going B, but
I killed
he
you.
actually got a kill considering that he's only on pistols on the eco round. Man advantage
Gun
for
here.
Joel, 4v3.
They're trying to move up here. There's a lot of commotion going on over there at A, and then that's trying to go for the flank here. Doesn't know that there's other two. Oh,
That's in. This is a really, really tricky situation. You can't be playing with us, son.
they get a pick here.
And he
Oh!
wins!
Venom!
That was not the move. Unfortunately, gets picked by Venom.
That whip cost him. There. Now
It
it's all
cost them
up
this
to-
round. This is
Right here.
really difficult for GSC because considering they're only on eco round.
Oh, ultimately, but it's both of the smokers too that are left. So they could either fake a site or
30 seconds left.
just play it as it is. Deadlock trying to find an angle here. Oh, they're trying to find an angle here. Minty and
Spike
Deadlock
planted.
moving closely to where the spike is.
I mean-
Last player standing.
Side
All
fight.
they could do now
Oh!
is just get some kills. You know, trying to lower the economy of Jewel.
Here, Minty right here. Minty does
Falls
not
down.
do it.
Not convert the round. Wow.
So Joel actually has a pretty good composition for an offensive fight right there.
Yeah,
Considering
yeah.
that yeah, you've mentioned that they don't have any sentinels. But
Yeah, they
there
could
is
just-
an honor
Yeah,
There
they could
is
just,
honorable
you know,
with,
yeah, they could just draw this site all by themselves because they don't need to rely on a Senti.
Their fears betrayed them.
They have the Yoru, they have the Phoenix. You know, they can play with the fade, grabs, you know,
Bring
combo.
them down.
There's actually is he trying to
Yoru.
Not actually sure. The Astro. Trying to see if there's anyone flanking the team right now. He's basically the sentinel of the team. Right now,
Ooh,
it's a
backing
slow
up.
push from both of the
Yeah.
teams right now. Both of them are playing very defensively. Jay Joggy left on his own on A side, but it's actually not that
Just trying
bad.
to get- Just trying to get a pick. I don't think
Kinda-
Jewel is gonna try to go for a B push considering that they know there's a Sentinel. Now they're trying to go for arts.
Jay
Seems
Joggy's
to be
trying to
delayed
spot
a little
him.
bit, but
I'll find
Nalu
Bring
with the
them
flash, with the push, with Yoru, I mean,
Oh.
my apologies. And
Oh,
Joggy
no!
whipping the
Joggy!
shots.
Need
That
to
might have
get
cost them the
double.
round.
That was actually a good engage there by Jay
30
Joggy,
seconds
but
left.
Yeah, the aim just wasn't there.
it was not easy. Oh, Yeru!
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Gets straight
Oh.
hit by Yeru over there. Soul gets
Yeru all alone,
Oh.
and GSC Soul just knows on his soul that Yeru was gonna push that round.
It's
only as
good
as
and gets the kill. So right now, Yeru has the ultimate, so they could make a play where if they could potentially be offensive in the air, but ultimately it's up to them.
I mean, yeah, they could play off the Astro Wall, time side, you know, make space for themselves, and you know, GSC. It's really difficult for them to retake, but they have the smokes to delay. So it could still fall into their hands.
So Venom actually
Wow.
put his smoke there, trying to cover up
Impressive.
that
Yeah.
small pocket right
An
there.
aggressive push
Oh!
and then look!
Yeah,
Did not get the round.
Unfortunately, only gets one, but Venom counterpart
Fair-
with the
fair
double
trade.
kill.
Fair trade
it's
from
out.
Venom and Nixu.
Molly.
Holding Molly right on his toes. Gets a pretty good Molly. Trying to pick
And
off
Yoru!
Last player
Oh!
standing.
Soft Minty there. Yoru gets double picks on Betsin and Minty over there. Now it's all up to
GSC
Soul.
Soul.
Spike
All by
planted.
yourself and he free fires. That was not the
Bomb
shot
grenade
you were
out.
supposed to take. I am not seeing the Kang Kang in this play, Soul.
Tries to
And
get the
Intel
wallbang, but gets
Giga
wallbanged himself by Intel Giga. Oh my!
What a whiff from Soul! That is no freaking for you, my bro.
You gotta hold on to that freaking.
Yeah, you gotta slow down on the freaking bro. I think that's what's making you whiff in these shots.
Placing sentry.
Soul got punished on that wallbang there. Intel Giga delivers an accurate position on where Soul is. So that was a pretty good play from.
Yeah. Jewel is actually slowly creeping up on the scoreboard now, and unfortunately, GSC is just not playing confidently with how Jewel is, aggressively pushing these sites with her uses. And now we're seeing Jewel with the aggressive push into Giga Chad, gathering info. Seems to have noticed that there's two on site, but and now.
Tries to go to
Gives
the
himself-
play there.
But Bitsy gets a kill! Fair trade by Venom. Now getting a kill. 2v2
Last
situation.
player standing. Last
Soul.
player standing.
1v1 and closes out the
Siege.
round with a 3K.
Scheiße.
Venom had a good round. He was getting kills. Nalu was fair trading. And Betsin, the first kill was the most crucial one. Wow, that was an
Turned the
eco round.
round
That was an eco round. Eco round from GSC, and they were able to convert that and win the round confidently.
Turn out.
They seem to have proved you wrong. I know, like I was calling them out, like not playing confidently, and they were just,
Placing swarm.
yeah, bro, we got
They
this.
hurt
We
you.
got
They
this.
hurt you.
Keep it
Yeah,
cool.
they must have heard me. Holy.
Right now, Joe was playing a pretty good hard offensive early game there.
Yeah, they had a good idea at first, but GSC was just prepared for their aggressive push.
Now they're approaching different here. Mid
Yeah,
push.
They're
Probably.
they're trying to gain some info on it. Nalu. What?
Nalu
Nalu!
with
Joke's
the
over!
You're dead down.
Counters the Vandal of Mr. Betsin.
That's it when it was ultimate.
Face your fear!
Yeah.
Where are you?
But gets picked up by Deadlock. On arts.
Man advantage for Jewel.
Now he would see your jeweler.
Toxins going up.
Doing
You
a
want
fast,
to find it?
fast
Toxin screen
rotation
down.
to B site, and
Initiated.
GSC Soul is just there. Now with the ulti online, Jewel is just.
They have to back off here. Will Venom be able to get out of it in time? Gets out of it in time, so the lockdown gone. Now they have enough time to set up. They only try and defuse this fight. Nalu gets the pick on Soul.
GSC Mint is just holding! GSC Mint is just holding!
Holding!
No fake!
Else ready.
They get the defuse! Oh
Match
no!
This is what I meant.
Get up there.
Yeah, this is what I meant by GSC having the 3 smokes. They could really play it well. They could delay the push of Jewel, and Jewel was just, they didn't, they were not confident enough to take space in sight with
Anyone
all
have
of their
funds to
utils.
spare?
And
Thank you.
GSC seems to have an idea that Jewel will not be playing, retakes that much. So
That
yeah.
lockdown from Soul actually got them off guard. Here we can see
Yeah.
Benson trying to play really aggressively with Nalu, but his ult is about to run out. He teleports just in time.
Seems to have an info that there was one in mid, if I'm not wrong. I think he only saw one. Now they're playing with numbers.
J Doggies gets more info right there. Oh, you see the clone at mid. Benson knows that they're there. So he gets bad. Counters him with another clone. Gets blinded. Oh, Benson gets a kill on Intel GigaChad.
Until GigaChad had no space to go back. He could just block, able to do anything.
Bomb grenade out.
But Nalu and Venom, yeah.
Got off by Nixu's smoke. Nixu actually has some pretty good smoke there.
Yeah.
Oh, alarm bot triggered. Nalu gets picked on by Nixu.
Was too focused on
30 seconds left.
the backside, unfortunately.
Betson gets traded off there by gets J Jog.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Venom there.
Venom now in a 1v4 situation. Can he be the hero and save the team and go overtime?
Defenders win.
Fortunately, that ends the
Unfortunately.
round.
End the round. You mean the game?
Game. I didn't even notice it was already 13. Holy.
I mean,
But-
yeah, true.
Surprisingly, Jewel actually had a lot of different strategies they had to put. They had to adjust to JSC's unending like surge of offensive and defensive plays there, especially in the early game. Joel actually were put in a pretty bad disadvantage during that first round, considering that they did not Sentinel to cover up at least once. But Joel ultimately played that really nicely. They did their best. They tried to play aggressively. They tried to play defensively. But GS shut them down, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, in the second half, in the latter part, they had a really good, idea of how they want to play the Yoru Phoenix comp, right? Like they were taking spaces in mid, they were getting kills, like first kills, and then just went out of the door, went out of the window. So, but for now, we're gonna be taking a 5-minute break before we start the next game to see whether it's the decider or the final game.
Alright.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second match of this Rumble Royale Valorant showdown. So, Nashi, what do you think about the first game there?
I mean, honestly speaking, GSC had that in the bag, considering they knew how to play they adapted really well with their agents mid game. But who knows for the second game? It has a twist. It has a twist. We have to
What
remember the twist of the random agent selection by the players. So,
One thing
how
for
about
sure,
you?
Joel actually has pretty good adaptation to what GSE actually has in plan. So GSE played that really nicely, but it's not to say Joel played that really good too, because they actually did something there with their comp. They tried everything. They adapted to it, and they adapted it to it really well, which was
Yeah.
really nice to see. It was a game changer for them in some rounds, and I think what really got them is like the whiffs um and everything that could have went wrong. But ultimately, I think if they extend this to the third game, Joel might actually take the crown here with how adaptive they actually are. So that was like a warm up round for them, trying to see what GSC they'll have to see what like how aggressive GSC plays, how they play their smokes, how they play their flashes. But who knows? Maybe GSC might not have any flashes, not have any smokes. Maybe might throw Jewel off. But hey, what can I say? It's Rumble Royale. It's all random.
True, true. We're seeing pretty standard comms so far. We're seeing
Here.
really standard comms so far. Wow.
So next map being Ascent. What do you feel about it?
Okay, so
Is it
far, Ascent, one of my favorite maps in the game. I don't know why they had to remove it in the map pool, but now it's coming back in the next act. So, hey man, I'm all for Ascent. They can't change anything in Ascent. It's basically a good map already. So,
Exactly. Oh, we're getting early access to the next here, and so looking at their team comp right now, what do you? Oh, I can
wow.
see some.
This
I
is
can see some.
the,
Wait,
yeah, for me,
wait.
Jewel has a stronger side. Like, I mean, here's the thing: for GSC, they have two sentis. They can rely on Minty to play an aggressive chamber, and then they can just play with Deadlock for the infos. But I don't see the firepower needed for like retakes, execution. So while Jewel, on the other hand, we're
They
seeing
have a
like,
lot of
yeah,
aggression. Yeah.
they have a lot of aggression. Yero went from Astra to Arena, so we have to see if he can deliver. It's not as simple as switching agents, especially because I mean Yero played Astra earlier really well. So I was wondering if it was just a part of his agent pool or it was his main. So we have to see if it's their agents.
What I noticed actually from both sides is there's no smokes. There is no smokes from either side. I think you can.
Oh yeah, you're
consider-
right. I just realized.
Stage as a smoke, but right now it's a smokeless game.
Wow,
This is gonna be really interesting.
yeah, this is gonna be a really fun game considering there's gonna be no smokes. Everyone's just gonna be either aggressing, which I think most of the time is gonna be happening. So yeah, it just has to be really aggressive game from both sides. And
Where are you?
I was starting off on the first round. The Hunt. Where is that Hunt going?
seems to be getting info on A, but didn't seem to find anyone.
Oh yeah, we're
And
over
Jewel
there. Oh, making
trying
that
to go
shot
for a
off
tree
well.
push.
Soul
Venom.
gets picked off by
Bring them
Venom there.
First kill from Venom.
Oh, they're... Oh. Hold on. Hold.
Minty.
Oh, Minty! Minty, oh
could-
no! Stuck in a
Unfortunately,
freeze.
that's-
Last player
Oh, no!
Tight
standing.
situation. And this is what we meant by the smokeless game.
Flawless.
Everyone is just pushing each site's like hard clear, use utils, and Minty was just unable. He was in a pincer attack, all both sides. So, man.
But we have to take into consideration that GSC actually has 2 sentinels here. So if they play it really well, lock down a site, they'll be forced to play one site, which is really one of the strategies that could happen here.
Yeah.
Oh, Mint gets spotted by the dog of Blade there.
A bit of a info
Oh,
game.
plays really aggressively, gets the pick on Minty there. Soul takes down Venom. Oh,
This is what I meant. This is what I meant. their team comp for Duel is
Spike planted.
just way too good because you know they have like 3 flashes. They have 3 flashes. They have 1 senti. They can just hold flank. You know, stay together.
no, that Soul was in
One enemy remaining.
two right there, gets picked off.
No chance.
Oh, what a
Look at
shot
that shot.
by Nixu. Wallbang headshot on Yeru there.
But he still gets another kill.
Nixu
But
gets another kill by from Jay Jones. I just noticed, look, Jay Jones is also on stage again.
yeah, seems to be
Universal.
he's really his favorite character so far. The gacha gods are just blessing him with the proper RNG.
Question is pretty good at us here. I feel like so
Yeah, I mean, if they can like,
They are mine.
I mean, it would have been better if they had a Phoenix on their comp. You know, but they do have a KO, so they can play the net grab and the KO together.
ooh,
Indeed.
Nixu picks off with a pick on Tell Gigachad at mid.
I mean, considering this is a bonus round for Jewel,
One suppressed.
you can just
I cannot use that.
like pick players off
No.
and see where this leads them. So the most crucial thing for Jewel to play now is, you know, just to pick players so they can damage their economy. Considering this is their
Right here.
conversion round, they lost a lot of manpower in second round.
Yeru gets the pick on Soul on mid lane.
Soul was a bit
Forced
too
off of
aggressive.
that.
Soul was a bit too aggressive.
Now we can actually see that GSC playing pretty defensively here, making it hard for Jewel to actually try and engage. Oh, Spears! Speaking of engage, Spears and engage on tree. Nixu gets scanned. Not Nixu,
30
sorry.
seconds left. Last player standing.
Oh, Yeru! Yeru gets a double pick on Minty Deadlock.
Double headshot and
Yeru gets the 4 Oh! Yeru
Nah.
popped off.
They're
there.
losing cards.
Yeru was being held back by the Astra last game. Yeru was
Nah, I think Reina is his agent. I really think so. It's his comfort pick. The way he's playing right now is way too comfortable for them. Wow.
Now Yeru actually played Astra pretty aggressively back then, so maybe Yeru's playstyle is more of an offensive side. So Yeru's got his potential unlocked this game right now.
Here's the thing, that was their bonus round. And they got the win. Now GSC has to save again for this round. It's their eco round. And Jewel, with this info, tries to go for another aggressive push towards tree.
Oh,
He gets 2 kills
the
with the sniper!
Oh!
What?
Venom!
One enemy
no,
remaining.
no.
Thrifty.
What?
Choggy!
What a
Oh,
wonderful
Teleport's
thrifty
ready.
round from GSC. Wow. Wow, dude.
well, especially Soul with that gauge over there.
Wasn't he jumping? He was jumping.
Jumping with the stinger, yeah.
Jumping with the stinger with 3 people right in front of him. Gets the first 2 kills. Wow, dude, considering it was a thrifty round.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He was also... He flashed himself there.
He did. What a classic Soul gameplay.
Bro,
Flashes
Brains
himself.
said, guide my bullet through their head.
Bro, I really thought he was just that locked on, but man, he actually didn't see anything.
Hearing is
We're seeing a very proactive round from Jewel in A main and in mid. Deadlock's really low now. 20 HP. If you think about it, Jewel has the advantage considering Deadlock is really low. If they can get the pick off Deadlock,
I'll find you.
it's a really crucial man advantage round.
oh,
Each have an info and Venom wallbang kill onto Deadlock. Now man advantage for Jewel, and now they're gonna go for a B push, a really fast B push, and Nixo all by himself inside. Back in boats, tries to see if he can hold down the line and gets the second kill.
Oh,
I did Yeru.
go.
Oh my god!
One enemy remaining.
oh my god! 4K!
What?
He denied the push of Joel! Oh my god!
No
Nixo
side
solo
entry.
side. Oh my god! Nixo popped off there.
Wow, dude. What a hold from Nixu. Bro.
Played no util, no info whatsoever.
Yeah, no,
Full
raw
confidence.
aim.
Full
Yeah,
burst.
raw aim, bro. What? That's crazy. 4K all on the head. Woo! We might be seeing the resurgence of Initiator 10s. Let's see how Joggy plays out this round.
Deploying drone.
Considering that it had to be moral, you know, damaging their morale in that round.
There's a mid push right there. Venom gets a kill on Soul.
Oh, need to be phased though.
Oh! Nixo putting on the penguin dab on Nalu's body.
dab on their bodies, bro. Wow.
Spike down mid.
Now they're playing really aggressively, knowing that all of them are actually inside. Spike is now left in mid.
I mean, we saw like
Last player
GSC
standing.
playing like
Oh, Yeru might be popping off here. He gets the pick on Nixu.
still winnable for Yero, honestly. Still winnable.
Oh, Yeru!
no! 1v2, 1v2.
Definitely his comfort pick. This is definitely his comfort pick.
Bro, listen. He has 30 seconds.
30
he
seconds
still has
left.
the time. GSC just has to play this right. Unless Yero gets another kill,
There is.
he might have this in the bag.
He tries to see if there's anyone in that corner right now. Oh. Breaks the tripwire. Tries to pick off
Deadlock.
any
10
other
seconds
people.
left.
10 seconds.
Oh,
this is
now they're
just,
trying.
yeah.
Yep, they're running away from him in order to not get wiped out by Yeru there.
Man.
Yeru has to save this round. But Yeru played that really well. Really nicely too. Could have pulled off the comeback of that round.
I mean, I thought their morale would be low in that round, considering Nixu with the 4K was just, you know, demoralizing.
Yeah.
But they were like, nah, bro, what do you mean? So we just went for another aggressive mid push, and unfortunately, it just didn't pan out that well.
So I feel like with the way Yeru is gonna not Yeru, actually the whole Joel team is gonna try to counteract this is to play a bit more aggressive, because the past few rounds they were focusing, they were trying to gather info.
They found my wire.
But, Deadlock gets suppressed by the KO there, so the trap is worthless. So they can just rush on site whenever they want. But once that suppressed disappears, the trips will be back online, putting them in pretty...
Spike
Already have
planted.
together. GSC doesn't have the utilities necessary
You
Oh
should
no!
counter attack, but it's a 3 with OT. TG lockdown online.
One enemy remaining.
Destroys the lockdown. Covers up backside. Oh, Yeru trying to fight for his life. Ultimately, does not. He fails to try and defend that side. So,
I
fortunately,
mean,
Yeah, we're trying to
the KJ lockdown was a good idea, but it
I
also gave
it could've
GSC the idea that, you know what, if there's the ult, why not just push it? No?
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you just clear sight together. You know,
That
both of them,
lockdown
some of them are low.
actually,
We got like, first hits on them. So
That lockdown actually may have made them think that they're gonna have to back off because we have a lockdown here, but Jesse responds with a more aggressive push. Hell no, bro. We're pushing this side. This is our side.
we're gonna see another GSC Kang.
Dog right there.
Doesn't
Shot
a bit too late.
Oh, doggy. Doggy playing. Yes, there. Put on. Will he put nightmares on their head here? Right now. He gets the pick from
Spike
Dano.
down
No
A.
fast pick from Soul.
Oh no.
Joe was just caught off guard. They don't have the
Oh no!
bro. Get this
Oh,
by
bro, put it
Sheriff
to
Soul.
sleep.
Put some respect on my name. I am Nalu the KO, bro. Wow.
Wait, but man. Now, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about putting a nightmare on there.
What?
No! What happened there? Minty gets
One
here.
enemy remaining.
Collateral. A
On
collateral
mid.
from Minty. What?
Oh no!
That's crazy.
Minty turned the round so fast. Crazy. There they get the info.
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
what is Deadlock trying to do?
Another round. Minty holding down. Holding an angle.
Flashbang.
Smart flash.
Three
Smart
kills.
flash from Nalu. 3K.
Those where Nixo is trying to play aggressive.
1v3. I want.
Oh, they're trying to play. They're trying to.
10 seconds left.
I was playing smart. Nixo is really low. But GSE Minty, wow, a crucial round from him. A crucial play from him. Yeah, the triple. First with the collateral
Which gun to
and
pick, sis?
closing
I
out
can
the
buy for
round.
you.
Nixon was really low that round as well in the latter part. Dang.
It was all going so well until Minty got that collab there.
That's a good start.
That
It was just
mid-lane-
insane.
that's the player interaction.
I mean, we didn't see it because,
Crazy.
you know, the live's a bit choppy, but man, what happened? What happened?
We're back online. We're back online. Oh, with the double pick here. Catch them. Pick here. Minty gets a pick on Yeru. Unfortunately,
So with aggressive push.
Oh,
Gets the
Joggy.
kill on Joggy. Gets stunned. Has to back off.
One enemy
But he
remaining.
won.
Spike
Very
down
quick. Now
A.
we get a double kill.
Nalu again. All left by all by himself. 1v3.
Nalu, unfortunately, is slow at this point, considering he got a double kill there. So now he has to play this really smart and slow, otherwise he's gonna get punished.
I mean, he has the time to play for a really slow play,
Oh, he
but
gets recon.
his recon doesn't seem to be.
Cannot do anything. Playing with a
seem
snowflake
to
over there. Deadlock.
deploy.
Oh, that's the quick
Take what's
headshot
useful.
from Nalu. Oh my.
Where will they go this
Wow.
time?
It was actually unfortunate that Geru got picked off that early, because
Yeah.
Geru seems to be the very aggressive engage there.
That goes
And
there.
then they got picked
Yes,
off one by
this
one
should
by
go.
Soul and
Ah, this is a nice spot. I need this.
Now we
My
just have
thanks.
to see
Oh.
how Jules responds, because at this point
I saw a gun.
GSC is just, you know,
I see a gun. I see a big gun.
This goes
He's
here.
trying to play a wallbang play here. Oh,
but they have the wrong read. So,
yeah, they're all really
Shoot.
and now knowing that they have the wrong read, now they're trying to go for fast.
He gets a foothold in the Giga Jab. Oh, although they were playing pretty aggressive, they're down one player.
Spike's
They
down.
get the spike off. Pretty good.
Placing
They
swarm
had to
grenade.
use Kale
Placing
and
swarm
Phase
grenade.
also to
Come
try
on, let's
to-
go.
GSC not
What's the line?
seems to be playing together.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, what is happening? I'm experiencing 15 frames per second. I can't see properly. And Yaru holding down the line all by himself. 3K.
Yaru is playing very aggressively, gets picked off by Solo.
One enemy remaining.
2v2.
Concentrate,
Venom.
Sova.
And so, wow. It was a battle between Yaru and Soul.
You
and
failed.
unfortunately
Now
Soul
Revealing
seems
area.
to be the better player out of the two.
Right here.
Hey, Yaru was putting it in the dramatic.
Hey man, I mean I understand, but I mean listen. We were experiencing 15 frames per second in the stream, you know. It's a bit choppy, so
Right here.
I didn't see how Soul played that much because
Right here.
I was only focusing on Yaru. But man, wow.
Turnover. Soul there. Now they're gonna. Utility blasted by everyone. Taken down. Soul could not even play the game right. Oh my lord. He got all the utility.
Spike
flashed
planted.
on Screen right there.
Power of friendship really seems to be the strong point of Jewel.
You will take over the side.
They have the spike down already. In Yaru,
Oh wait.
we're seeing Yaru with a huge flag. They seem to have no info. Oh my gosh.
Last round in the half.
But Yaru there actually got a good flag there.
Hey man, it's proper glazing. It's proper glazing. It's alright. It's alright.
Yes, he put up a pretty good show there
Last round in the half.
to overtake that side, but they were too preoccupied with the people on side rather than the people behind. And Yaru was forced to that because plays very hyper. Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
Finding
you might
ahead.
be seeing it. You might see it.
Pushes him back. Oh!
Where
are you?
Oh,
there we go. Not sure how that was a wall pass.
I was expecting a wall bang, but Minty with an off shot in mid gets the kill on Inter Giga Chad. Minty showing him some freshness in that off shot. Woo. Man,
Oh, Yaru gets a pick on Okami there. That's a
Flashbang.
pretty good pick right there.
don't know
Flash.
what was the plan for
Spike
Okami.
down mid.
Soul takes down Venom.
Give me this hold.
Yaru gets
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Deadlock gets a juicy wallbang on Malu and Soul finishes off Doggy there at mid lane. That's the Legends. Mid right there.
Switching
8-4.
sides.
8-4 half.
Stay out of the fire.
Oh,
Super
GSC is
high-level
really
tactical
strong
ability.
during the defender sided. Now we're gonna have to see how Jewel plays out the defender side, considering that they really have a good comp for retakes. I mean, bro, they have a reach, good for stuns. They have a killjoy. They have the KO to utilize their mollies, their flashes, and we have fade for the info. So I'm hoping to see a stronger Jewel in this half.
It all boils down to how they're gonna play with each other.
Whoa.
See it.
What?
No. No. Listen. I'm the team. Teamwork. Oh, that was the win. Focus on the game. Oh my god.
Shut that.
What is happening?
Listen, I can explain.
Nah, I don't think so, little bro. I don't think you're safe enough to be explaining your circumstances.
Here we see hyper aggression mid here, but Oh,
Spike down B.
Out.
Last player
From
standing.
GSC there. Now
Man advantage for Jewel.
Now it's Nick all up
All by himself.
Out of
In a pincer's position, and Venom closes out the round. What a strong defender sided by Jewel. You truly proved how they played with themselves in that round, because honestly, honestly, wait,
Placing alarm
Teamwork
bot.
makes the dream work. That's what I meant. Teamwork
hey,
makes the dream work.
hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
In the end, that's how
Turn
you
out.
win games. You work together with one another. You reach the goal. You're striving together.
I mean,
And
hey,
that's
that's
what
what
you-
Magnus said. Like, in order to be a great player,
Placing
you have to
swarm
be
grenade.
sitting at the table and playing by
Placing
yourself.
swarm grenade.
No, play with yourself. No. So,
Well, what do you mean by yourself?
hey, it's what Magnus said, not me, bro. Magnus knows on that, and now
Oh,
Euro.
Euro is playing very aggressively here with Joggy. Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
look, they have the Sentis, but it's Sentis are really strong for a defender sided, but they don't have the duelists to be flashing for them. They only have the Phoenix for flashes.
oh, Nalu gets a pick
So
on
it's a bit
Soul.
difficult for.
Oh, the double spray. Now it's a 2v4.
Man advantage for Jewel. They're now really showing a strong half. Really strong.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, what the?
What happened?
So Giga Chad on deadlock. Pretty good, pretty good. They have a pretty strong Intel Giga Chad going very aggressive that round.
Closing out the round with 3.
Don't stress if I die.
Oh.
It was great knowing you all.
Slowly,
Also
slowly
placing
creeping up
alarm
the
bot.
GSC score right there. GSC has to play differently
Smart,
in order
man.
to adjust to
Placing sentry.
the aggressiveness delivered by Jewel here.
Placing
Yeah,
swarm
Jewel is
grenade.
just unfazed with how
Placing
GSC
swarm
was
grenade.
playing earlier and seems to be copying from their playbook.
It's actually pretty good that they have Jewel actually has at least one sentinel to cover one side.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that Jewel has this.
Oh, Okami!
Kami, oh no, that went so wrong.
Yaru!
That went so wrong.
I can do this
Okami
all
gets a
day.
headshot on Minty. Minty goes down.
Score still winnable for
Oh.
Jewel, but now it's
Okami playing.
a matter of man advantage.
Trying to see if he can info. Spots Nalu.
One enemy
Nazi.
remaining.
Oh!
Denying it inside your head.
It's a strong 4K. Wow.
Okami got a lot of bunny hops there. Debating
That-
the bullets of Joe there.
That went so wrong for Joel that round. Look. They had the breach to stun A main. So that's why Yaru and Nala went for the Fade went for the aggressive push, but unfortunately they didn't have the info that
Yeah.
Kami was climbing up boxes, so he was blinded,
Yeah.
but he got kills, so
Okami's really fast with those bunny hops too.
yeah.
Like throwing them off. Nalu gets picked on by Soul there, unfortunately. Now,
Bring them
Byron
down.
for both teams.
oh, he
Just a
spots
matter of
that
Take
there's a
that!
threat
playing
here.
for
Puts the nightmare on the side there. Gets picked. Venom gets picked on there. Kami with the over aggressive play there.
3v4 man advantage for GSC, but
Spike planted.
Jogi getting that kill. Crucial kill for him.
Yaru's trying to see if he can get an easy pick here. Gets caged on by Cypher here. Ultimately, he can't do anything much.
Oh,
missed the-
he missed the first shot.
Fortunately, he saw the armor chamber, but I don't think there was enough time to react to that arm there.
Now I think they're just gonna go for a save because
Yeah.
I mean you have the operator, so.
You can
But
see them moving towards mid. Yaru might be actually in trouble here.
he might be.
Oh, Yaru. Oh, Okami.
Oh,
Jogi.
Jogi.
Okami. Oh! Yeru saves the op. Oh my lord, he is able to save that op with the kill on that Cypher. Vanishing out of the battlefield.
A bit of a comment from both teams.
Oh, what are they saying? Nothing. They're saying nothing.
Bit of a wild
Yeah.
reaction from both of the teams. But hey, it shows that round that GSC
There.
knew how to play out that round. I mean, they weren't expecting it to all die mid, unfortunately, but and that took a toll on their economy. But hey, still buy, no?
Now we can see GS back in A side, playing pretty slowly. Let's put up the wall, try and cover around some area. We don't know where he is. Valor with the judge. He tries to try and get a pick. Does not. Fortunately.
Oh, Valor gets seen. He has no choice to find another position.
He needs to reposition right now. He's a very smart. There's so many eyes on him. He's getting.
There's a push up there. He has to be picked up. GSC's over the ulti. Here's the side.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, the hyper
4K.
there. That's them.
Will
the
they
side
give-
there.
But here's the question: will they give Soul the ace? Please don't give Soul the
Spike
ace.
planted.
He's gonna get another freaking sponsor, please! Oh my god! No. And now they're all on the hunt for Venom. They have info.
All playing
Soul
last
gets the ace. Oh my lord! This video is brought to you by Rumble Royale. Wow.
Oh,
GSC
so
Soul
pretty
showing
hyper.
that. Yeah. GSC Soul really showing that you know how to rumble their royals.
What does that even mean?
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but let's move on. It's closing out, no? And they're almost in match point. Joel better has to find an answer soon, or else this game is gonna go in the bag for GSC.
Joel has been playing the same strategy here, unfortunately, which GSC has adapted
Yeah.
right now. They're taking the strategy, they're not trying to
Found
push,
one.
they're not trying to do any GP, but Hero gets
Going up.
picked off there at mid mid by Soul.
Obstacle removed.
Nalu gets the pick on
Nalu.
Soul.
For a save round, an eco round for Joe, and hopefully trying to fight for their lives. 2v3.
Last player standing.
I
Spike
know
down
exactly
A.
where you are. Oh my gosh. Nalu again, 1v2 situation.
Nalu is definitely their sole survivor.
He has to be the hero, and unfortunately,
By a
match
comment.
point. Match
Now we
point
are
for
Match point.
GSC. Match point for GSC, which means this could be the decider. Unless Jewel pulls out another miracle in the bag and find those kills.
Now, Jewel here actually has to have a miracle. Like they have to work with themselves here
Bring them
in order
down.
to secure another 6 rounds in order to extend this. Otherwise, yes,
Bring them down.
the game will altogether.
Yeah,
Now
they
we
have
see
to play with
Okami.
themselves, bro. Come on. What?
No. What?
4v4.
Okami
1
is
frame per
very
second gameplay we're seeing right now.
technical issues, unfortunately. But we will narrate you what's going on. Minty gets a pick on Venom. They were very aggressive at the B side over there. There's a 1v1 going on with Soul and Gary there, but Soul backs out, trying to pick up the people there at CT. Now,
Oh, 2v4,
No more dreams.
an impossible situation for Jules. Unless they
Where
pull
are
off a
you?
miracle, Jurjagi fighting for himself, trying to fight for his team to go to another round.
Last player standing.
And he missed! No, Yeri,
enemy
1v2 gets a crucial kill! 1v1! Oh! Miracle play!
No!
Does he have time? No, he doesn't have the time. He doesn't have the time. I don't think he has it. I don't think. No.
Attackers
GSC
win.
GSC
is
the Rumble Royale.
GSC is
Oh,
your
no.
Rumble Royale champion.
They are your Royal Rumble Royale.
Royal Royale.
Royale. Sorry, that's my bad. That was actually such a
Wow.
good try from Pierre.
Ah man. I mean,
Tried to clutch it, but the spike on tail by like a
yeah, a bit of a few milliseconds just until the spike went off. They could have honestly they could have won that round. They could have. So, man,
that was a very good set of emotions there. A lot of strategies we saw. It was hype. It was disappointing. It was we never know what actually would happen in each of these rounds. And
that's true.
judging from
That's
these
true.
rounds, GSC put up a very consistent strategy with themselves. They played around a more defensive side rather than an offensive side, where we see Joel actually doing more of an aggressive play, but ultimately they get punished due to their consistent aggressively. The only time they were trying to adjust to the strategy of GSC was the last round, which Gary tried to clutch up, but ultimately not. But Joel played a good fight there.
True. We gotta give credits to Joel. Give it up for the second place team. James Legion, James
Oh,
Undead
yeah.
Legion, and
So-
let's give it up for the overall champions, G Stone, Chris, XCD. Man,
Put up a show there. They really had GSC locking in there. Like
dude, listen. At the end of the day, it's all about the team who can play better with themselves. True.
all right, bro. But yes, we actually got to see GSC locking in the whole time in the tournament because from what we saw in the tournament altogether, they were playing pretty like laid back. They
Consistently.
were pretty laid
Yeah.
back. Like they knew they had it in the bag, but in this tournament, in the finals, they actually locked in with each of their individual players, and it was actually really nice to see their full potential going against Joel there. But
Yeah.
and Joel too. Joel actually played it really nicely with everything. They played their aggressives really nice. They played their agents really nice. It was a really nice to even watch, to witness. So
Yeah.
props to
Oh.
both teams for doing their
Props
best.
to both teams. Yeah, I was really hoping to go to the distance, but man, GSC really strong. So that's it for us. Thank you to Rumble Royale for partnering with XCD to showcase the Valorant showdown, and thank you all. Bye bye, minasan.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you. Congratulations.